What's up guys, I'm back here at the Finer Details. I figured I'd check in on some of the projects that are going on and some of the builds I've been following, like the crazy black HEMI CUDA here. We're gonna take a look at some of the stuff that's been done and show you some of the parts that are ready to go back on this car. So here we go. Looks like all the sound deadener is in place. We did the same thing with my car to try and quiet up that old body when it's rolling down the road. Looks good. Insulation's under the dash. Pedal dress-up kit is installed. Getting ready for the glass. Got the speakers in. You'll notice the back tail panel is still not painted yet. That's going to be a different finish. It's going to be shot in trim black as opposed to the Organisol texture black that mostly CUDAs will get. It's just easier to maintain, easier to clean. And it doesn't have that rougher finish that they usually have, so it'll look really sharp shot in trim black. So it's going to be like a nice satin, which will contrast really nice with that gloss. You'll notice the factory hole is punched out here where the original power windows would go on an E-body, but this is going to have a more updated aftermarket system on it, so they're going to use those same holes for the harnesses. The catch cans are also in place for that monster HEMI that's going in, so we're going to go take a look again at that motor today, and nothing's been done to it, but I just want to check it out. It's so beautiful. Like you. Those of you that know E-body sheet metal, you will see this looks completely different than what they usually look like. Like, flanges have been cut off. Every seam on this entire car has been welded solid. I mean, everything from head to toe on this car. If you grab this car and shake it, it's like solid as a rock. It's insane. The customer had every single seam welded. Am I right?
Absolutely.
It's going to be very rigid and solid, and it's all going towards making that HEMI not twist this thing into a pretzel. That's the idea. Wow. Just crazy. I wish I could have got a lot of that on camera when you guys were welding up this whole thing underneath. And if this thing was out in the sun, remember there's ghosted HEMI billboards in here, and they're hardly seen, you know, in a dark room. But once that sun hits them, it's crazy. They just kind of light up. All right, check this out. This is one of the custom-made steel wheels for this car. 15 inch by 14 inches. That's crazy. Let's check out the tires. Oh my God, this thing's gonna be so cool. So they're either gonna be shot black, gloss black like the car, or maybe even done in black chrome. But look at that. Mickey Thompson. Those some meats, huh? So this is gonna be a wicked car, man. I can't wait to see this thing together. I'm sure Jeff can't wait to see it either. Is he going crazy?
Oh yeah.
The anticipation's probably driving him insane. I remember how it was doing my CUDA. Here's the Tremec 6-speed. Did you guys just paint this up, or it's powder coated, or what?
No, I painted it.
You painted it.
Shade. It's gray.
Like the
similar to the billboards, but just a shade lighter.
Cool.
So all the drive line, rear end, drive shaft, transmission, and K-member are all lighter gray.
Oh wow, that's cool. This is Jay, by the way, one of the head painters here at Finer Details. He
AKA Caveman.
Caveman, he's a badass painter. He painted my black CUDA, which you guys are gonna see soon. I haven't done a video on it yet, but you know, you're gonna like it. Here are the front fenders for the HEMI CUDA. Looks like all of the headlight hardware is going in place. Looking good. Let's see if they got the gills in yet. Oh yeah. There's those factory gills. They're not functional on a 71 CUDA, they're just for looks. And honestly, that's one of the coolest features on a 71 CUDA. They're only specific to that car, and that's how you can really tell them apart quickly. Some guys hate them, I love them, you know. Looking good, Jay. One thing the owner of the car is trying to figure out right now is if he's going to go with like black chrome hardware on the fender bolts, or painted black like you would normally see on these cars. These are not factory bolts, they're like Allen heads. You can see that. Those of you that know these cars, they usually have a different bolt here, but it's going to be pretty cool either way. I don't know what I would like better, if I'd like the black chrome or the painted ones. That's a tough call. Just have to see how it looks when they're all laid on there. Here's the front. Well, it's not really a K-frame anymore.
No.
But it looks good. Last time we were here, they were installing the leaf springs and the rear end, I believe, so it's all coming along good. You see that big old Dana under there. All right, back here in the engine shop at the finer details. I just had to look at this one more time. Since we're here, it's kind of a ritual to come here and stare at this insane Hemi for a few minutes. God, I can't wait till this thing's running. I'm sure Jeff can't wait either. Just badass. I hear he's contemplating on doing the valve covers black chrome now. Whatever he ends up doing is going to be cool on this car. And you guys will be updated from time to time until this thing is running and driving. So I think Jeff's going to let me drive it. I think he said that. We'll find out. On the ride down here, I was just telling my friend how much I love black 68 Chargers. And there's not one here, but two of them now. Let's look at these things in detail. Man, this thing is so cool. You know what I love about the most is those vintage center lines. Those are wheels I wanted so bad when I was a kid. And they just look so tough on this car. I've been told that this thing runs really well. What a super healthy motor. Center lines and all. Tinted glass. These were definitely the wheels to have back in the day. And in my opinion, they're the wheels to have now too. I was drooling over center lines as a kid, and I couldn't afford them, so I went with like American Racing knockoffs, you know, which were close at the time. I had the solid ones with no holes in them. It's good to see these on a car. I haven't seen these in quite a while. It's a really nice car. Triple black 68. Funny that this is the third one I've seen this week. The other black 68 is the one we shot last time. It's gonna have air suspension. This thing's gonna be slammed on the ground when it's done. And it's getting big old custom wheels. It's coming along nicely. Got all the sound deadener in place. So this thing sounds good when it's running, huh?
Start for it real quick.
Well, you can. Yeah, let's do that. Katie's gonna fire this monster up. that sounds good. Thanks, Caden. I'd take this car in a second.
Oh, absolutely.
In a second. God, love it.
I like the tint all the way around.
Yeah, it looks like the ones in
I wouldn't do it on the windshield though. That's
Fast and Furious was all tinted.
Yeah.
Those cars, you know.
Dom's Charger.
Doms, yeah. Damn, this thing is tough. All right, what year CUDA is this one? I'll give you a hint. Do you know? You still don't know. There's another hint. It's a 73 with AAR strobe stripes. Kind of a nod to the AAR CUDA by putting those awesome strobes on. Those are the same stripes that drove me crazy as a kid. Looks good on this one. This one's in for service as well. Nice looking car. So my friend Chris bought this 70 Charger in 1987. He's had the car forever. He started to do a restoration on it, all the body and paint work, and now he's to the point where he's so busy with work, he brought it up here to the shop to finally put the vinyl top on and finish off the interior, and then do a couple more things to the car before it comes home. So we're gonna check it out in detail right now. As you can see, it just got a brand new white vinyl top, and that is one thing I love on old Mopars is white vinyl tops. Some guys can't stand them. I love them. It looks so clean, and man, with that blue paint, that's B5 blue, it is like glowing. This thing's gonna be nuts. This is also a blue interior car. So blue on blue, white vinyl top, white stripe, 70 SE special edition. That is so cool that he's had this car since the late 80s. He did a nice job too. He painted this car, did all the stuff by himself. What else is going to be done here at the shop? They're going to put the interior
in it and the rest of the glass,
interior. I think they put seat covers on for you. Panel alignment with the doors and fenders. Carpeting. Basically just, you know, finishing it off, getting it ready to come home, and then he can button it up with all the little details himself. The reason I love this car so much, Chris, is because in high school, my friend's dad would let us take a beautiful 68 RT to school.
Oh yeah.
B5 blue, white top, white interior car, 440 4-speed, and it had chrome center lines.
Right.
And now I'm thinking, like, are you insane? let high school kids take it to high school, and my friend would beat the hell out of it, roasting the tires. And it was like, ever since I rode in that car, I've been in love with blue and white Chargers. And looking at yours, man, it just brings me right back to that old 68. I would love to find one like that someday. I think I asked you in the past if you'd ever sell this, and you're like, oh no. Caden's airing up the brand new tires. They look good. Kmart special.
Absolutely.
What's gonna go on here when it's finished? What style wheels?
The same.
Same wheels.
Yeah.
All right, but nice ones. The Magnum 500s.
Actually, 70 should have short ring. I like that.
So I'm going. Oh, it looks like the heater box is in. Sound deadener. Getting ready for that interior soon. I'm gonna update you guys on this car little by little because you got to see it finished. That blue on blue and white. This car is gonna be so cool. So definitely check back on the channel if you want to see this thing running and driving. Man. So some of you have seen this car in the past when I was shooting here. This is a 1970 W30 car, Oldsmobile 442. Dave has done tremendous work on the body. It got a whole new roof put on, and now it's in its final blocking stages, getting ready for new paint. Definitely check back on the channel because I'm going to show this thing when it's all in paint, running and driving again, with this interior in it. It's going to be beautiful. Are you guys doing the interior and everything, like the whole shebang? Oh, okay, good. Because I just said that. Oh. Look at all that. It sure didn't look like this when it came in. This thing's been done right now. It's gonna look flawless when it leaves this shop. Wow. I'm a sucker for blue on blue cars. In a few videos from now, you're gonna know why, but this is cool. Looks like a new vinyl top just went on this car. Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching Rudy's World, and check back for more awesome work by the finer details.